했었거든요. 제가 그 경기까지 보고 들어왔는데 또 이제 마지막 세트에서 세트를 거두면서.
Alright guys, welcome back to maybe the last game that we have for you today. It's another best of 3, it's another final. We are currently in Group M and it's going to be Pole against Hyun.
Yep, a team battle here. The first map is going to be Entombed Valley, and this is going to be a pretty cool match. These guys are teammates, they know each other well. Polt has always been a good Terran, but Hyun has been improving quite a bit, so I think this may be one of our best games of the night.
Yeah, definitely. This could be a pretty cool game. And we have a bit of an update. I'm really happy to announce that Reality was able to take the final. He won, and therefore is the first Casper player to advance to the WCS Korean qualifier that's going to be streamed in August. Yeah, that's going to be cool. I want to see him again. I want to see him again in the qualifier. I'm happy that he has some time to prepare specifically for this match, for those matches, and this is going to be good.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting to see. Who did he beat again? It was a Terran versus Terran, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly, it was Hart.
Hart, okay, that's right. Yeah, so he probably held off some very aggressive play from Hart, and
I guess so.
And got through. It was a pretty quick win. I was like, wow, you got that result already. So I think I didn't see those games, but I can assume how they went. But yeah, really cool to see a Castle player qualify on his own.
I'm not quite sure though what happened to, I'm trying to find it out right now. I'm not 100% sure what about Ragnarok against
Stork?
Stork, yes, I don't have a result for these games, unfortunately.
We'll keep you guys updated on that as soon as the information becomes available. As we said, up next, for those of you guys who may have just tuned in seconds later, people tweeting about this match, comment or talking about it on the live report thread, we have Hyun up against Polt. TSL versus TSL Zerg against Terran on Entombed Valley. This is from Group M, and this is the final. Whoever wins this game will advance to WCS, so a TSL player no matter what. Now, there is Hyun. I made this joke earlier, but it seems like the darker his hair gets, the more his natural color comes through,
what
the
are
more
you actually
dangerous
going
it
to
becomes.
do as soon as he colors his hair again?
Well,
he dyes again, what are you going to do? I mean, then you are basically, the theory will be proven wrong as soon as he wins the game.
As soon as he dyes his hair again, he's going to fall all the way out of Code, potentially Codes if he gets there, and he's going to become the next Hope Torture. He's just going to totally disappear and go to the military.
By the way, guys, I got a lot of tweets, and probably you did as well, about the song that was played. It's still Gangnam Style, guys.
Yes.
We tweeted, both of us tweeted about it. Go to our tweet history. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. You can't miss this. Gangnam Style, I don't know.
By Psy.
You can YouTube it, you can Google it, you will find it. If you have to tweet at us, it just shows that you did not search for it at all.
Yeah, it's Gangnam Style by Psy, PSY. Here is TSL Hyun being brought down by the Spider.
I think it's even on #1 of the Korean charts now.
It actually basically is, man. Everybody, it's playing everywhere.
To the bottom right of the map, we have Hyun's opponent, his teammate. This is TSL Polt. Had some shoulder problems yesterday, tweeted about it, wanted to go to the doctor apparently. His Twitter, by the way, is not the typical TSL style. No, his Twitter is Polt88. So if you want to check him out on Twitter, definitely make sure to do it. On the other hand, we have his Zerg opponent. His Twitter account is TSL Hyun. Basically the same as it's written up on top on the scoreboard without the underscore. You can of course add the two of us as well. Wolf is at ProxyWolf on Twitter. I'm at Calder with a KH. And now we have on Entombed Valley a Terran versus Protoss in the final to determine who of these two players is going to advance to the WCS qualifier in August.
Polt going to barracks before command center. Not something that Flash would ever do, but this is his style.
Yeah,
Polt's style is one ranks expand into double gas, reactor, Hellions into Banshees, and then a third command center, but Flash, not so much.
No, so far Flash always started with a very early command center at 14, and will probably continue to do so. For those of you who are wondering a little bit, what about players like Dong Ragoon, MVP, we have a few invites. You can always go to www.gomtv.net, go to forum. There's a thread for the WCS Korea offline preliminaries, and there you can see that there have been 10 invites. The top 10 ranked player in the GSL, they have received a direct invite into the WCS Korean qualifier in August. It's DRG, MVP, MC, Seed, Genius, Squirtle, Parting, Hero, Gumiho, and Alive. In addition to this, 6 Casper players have been advanced. They are Rain, Effort, Hero, Jaedong, Roro, and either Soul Key or Trap. They will play a best of one, and the winner of the best of one is going to get a direct invite as well.
Yeah.
And of course, 16 players out of the qualifier that we casted yesterday and today, they will advance. If you missed any of the games, if you wanted to see your favorite player, if you want to see Flash play, if you want to see Bisu play against Moon, for example, then go to YouTube, check out GomTV.net on YouTube. That's the YouTube account. Make sure to subscribe the channel, and the videos are already uploaded at the channel. So yeah, definitely check this out.
And that game that you mentioned, Soul Key versus Trap, I think will actually be played later today. So that is something that you probably will hear about before you go to sleep. Probably won't see it on stream, but something you'll probably hear about today as far as I know.
Alright.
Yeah, we're just seeing the build orders unfold as we expected. Polt already, though, taking those double gases, which is what we expected to see.
Polt is hunting down overlords. He's looking for overlords on the map. Of course, Hyun knows about it and is trying to hide his overlords. You can see the dot on the minimap at the bottom left. And a huge arc to make sure that Polt is not getting anything. No overlord in the early game. Very important here. Nice, he didn't see the Zergling.
Sneaks by. These guys know each other so well, which is what makes this really exciting. Polt's going to change things up here, taking a fast third at the third. I mean, we saw earlier Reality do this on Ohana, and this is rare. This is not something you see often at all. This is actually risky, but because nobody does it, it's starting to work. And even if you know about it, are you going to commit a lot of larva to Zerlings? If the command center finishes, then he just lifts it. If he has defense ready for whatever reason, then you waste a lot of larva there. So, I mean, this doesn't help. This doesn't help to attack this command center necessarily. Polt is also putting on some pressure with these 3 Marines, going to check the third base of Hyun. There's nothing there so far. No gases yet for Hyun either. He's spending all of his extra resources on Queens right now, going to 3 and 4. Back at home, Polt getting his eBays up. And the Overlord is in position to check for this, but he's not checking.
One thing that you should also not forget when we talk about this matchup is that Hyun already defeated Maru Prime, so he had to face a Terran player earlier and was successful against him, just as a side note. And well, in this particular game now for Polt, we have double upgrades just started for him. He's playing his bio style very rarely, basically never do we see Mag out of Polt. The Marine already at the third base, just having a quick look if there is already a third in the game. For Hyun, so far there isn't. And Hyun is famous for having this heavy mid-game composition with Baneling, Zergling, and Muralisks that he really loves to showcase. He has a lot of Queens on the map. You can just see how his creep is spreading so rapidly because he's using tumor after tumor.
Yeah, it's going pretty fast. Kespa's last seed will actually be Woongjin Sulky, we were just told by our producer. So the seed game was already played and Sulky won, so he will get that last spot. Despite losing in the qualifier yesterday, he had enough points to play in that deciding match. Oh, look at this denial by Polt. And Polt's not in denial, man. Hyun is in denial. That drone is like, nah, you didn't shoot me. I decided not to make it right now. I swear I didn't see any Marines over there.
The drone definitely getting out of there. Stork was defeated by Ragnarok as an update with 2-1. So Ragnarok is facing Tails in the final. So the only player who was able to advance, the only Casper player who was able to advance in all 16 groups that we've shown is actually Reality. And that, guys, is Reality.
It is. It's totally Reality, man. It's real. It's real. Not type real, just Reality.
If you think about who a Reality beat, this is actually so impressive. He did not only defeat, he defeated Shine, Symbol, and Heart. That is really, really good.
These Queens are getting a little bit feisty, chasing the Hellions off creep. And those Hellions did spot the 4th. He's double expanding, as he did have a later 3rd command center. It's almost as if he expected Polt to put on some sort of early pressure, so he wanted to wait for that 3rd. He's getting the rocks now.
The 4th base is being built now for Hyun, who also goes straight for the, well, the lair take is nearly done now for him. And then we will probably see exactly this army composition that he is so famous for. His creep spec, once again, just crazy, and Paul could not really control the creep, which is something that you did earlier with the Hellions. Now with the creep changes, you can't do it anymore. So, pretty tricky for him. He's stuck on his 3 bases for now, but the 3rd base is taking, like, pretty late here.
Yeah, and there's even a 4th going up for Polt right now. The 4th that goes up for Polt is going to be so important because Polt, first of all, hardly ever takes 4th bases. He loves to just take 3 bases and attack his opponent until they die. On the same hand, his upgrades are ahead. Notice that his 2-2 is already approaching halfway done, even his +1 for vehicle weapons, whereas Hyun just now finishes 1-1, doesn't start 2-2 immediately, his Infestation Pit is done. And that Spire that he's getting is really interesting. It's kind of a funny timing. I think he's just going to start his Spire upgrades before he gets Hive, just +1, without even making any mutas.
It's really a little bit of 18 and tumors.
Oh my god.
Whoa. Okay, but yeah, the upgrade for the timing for the Spire is really a little bit weird, but I guess he's going for the Greater Spire immediately. He's going, as you already mentioned, for Infestors. He has the Infestation Pit ready. He could also just go build the Infestation Pit only for his Hive Tech. No, there's the upgrade, Pathogen Glance. Couple of options that he has with the timing. Oh, Hold is on creep here against the Zerglings. I'm on creep, yo, but the Lings are pretty fast.
Yep.
2, 3, 4.
4 for 4, man. That's not good. Doesn't get any good information with this either. Polt making a 2nd factory.
Look at those creep tumors. You can't see it on the minimap. It's basically just wave after wave, starting at the top left, that he's rolling towards his opponent. It's like the ocean. No, this is one giant wave.
It looks like it, man. It's like...
And there it is. It starts again. Look at it.
It's starting to become... it looks like
a smiley face.
Yeah, it looks like a smiley face. Wow, I really see the... Do you see like an alien? You see the head that is Hyun's base, and then you see the 2 arms?
The alien looking to the left side?
Yeah, exactly. 100%, man. He's got a parrot or an owl on his shoulder, man. It's an alien with an owl on his shoulder.
It's a laser blaster.
Or a laser blaster. His legs are starting to develop here. But Polt doesn't like the alien.
Polt destroys the picture.
Polt's making a mess out of things here.
But this is just also Polt's style. He sits tight on 3 bases and then slowly and steadily he just moves out. This is exactly what he does. He sieges up on the edge of creep and then slowly but steadily just pushes forward. Scans, takes those tumors. This is the style that he loves. At first it looks like he's going to get crushed because he's sitting so tight. The Zerg takes the map, but then Polt has the perfect timing to move out. At the same time he's combining it with a drop play that we see. 100 Lings are on the map. Actually, there's a lot more than 100 now. He built another set of Zerglings.
162?
That can't be right. It is actually 152 Zerglings.
This is Hyun, man. This is what he does.
This is Kratness.
And he is still behind in army supply.
Oh, this is tough though. The Medivac is going to fall. There it is. And here come the Lings.
No, they don't scan and take out those tumors.
The Lings are actually all 152 Zerglings are running to kill those 5 Marines.
And that's unfortunate because he really needs to do something about this attack here, and he was on creep. Now the creep's starting to recede a little bit. Polt doing a lot of scanning here.
168 now.
They got a lot. Here we go. The tanks were on siege. He's just got so many Zerglings here.
This is a lot of Lings indeed. Look at these bundles. They are so spot on. We don't have the speed for the Banelings though, and we don't have Adrenaline Glands. Another 44 Zerglings are building. Polt trying to take a 4th now. Those Medivacs, they have to do overtime in order to make sure that the Marines are staying alive.
Yeah, they do. He doesn't have quite as many Medivacs as Snow did.
I don't think they're getting paid for that.
No, I really don't think so. They wish they had the Caduceus reactor upgrade. Here we go. Bungle's going down. A great approach here by Hyun. He may actually break this finally, but no. The siege tanks do too much damage. He doesn't have 3-3 yet for his Marines, but it is on its way. No Broodlords yet. The first Corruptor's now starting to come up, but Polt He is killing the alien.
This is just Polt moving forward, exactly what we said earlier. He sits tight and then he moves forward. He's putting pressure onto the fourth and he's in a supply lead. 40 supply ahead. Hyun has so many minerals, but he just does not have the production. He's lacking lava. He cannot make use of those 2,300 minerals that he has floating, nor of the gas. He's losing the fourth, and Polt slowly but steadily forces the Zerg to the top right.
Yep, more Banelings coming out here. The Broodlords are morphing. Doesn't have any Vikings out just yet, and that's something he's going to have to prepare for here. He may want to add some additional starports. He's got the money. He's got that fourth base going up now. And the scan here doesn't actually reveal a whole lot. He knows there's 2 spires. He knows the army's not there also, which is probably what he was really looking for.
8 Broodlords are going to be ready, and they will attack. Here they go. At least 6 of them. And now Polt has to retreat. Yeah, Polt has to retreat.
He's getting out of here, at least attempting to. He may have to sacrifice some of his units. Well, he's got a lot of Marines here. The approach is good, but he's got to be careful of these Banelings.
The Banelings rolling in, connecting with the Marines. The Broodlords, though, exposed now. That second round of Banelings is rolling in. Polt losing a lot here, but still ahead in supply. And of course, now he will start to produce Vikings, and he needs them. He is in sore need of some anti-air.
That was an insane amount of micro from Polt there. The trading was quite good. I was impressed. You know, if he had not attacked the way he did, he may have gotten trapped and then killed by the Broodlords, but instead he just broke through, forced the Banelings out, then came out when things were safe after he killed the majority of those Lings.
Double starport for Polt. He really wants the anti-air, and he knows that his opponent is on 3 bases. He is on 4. Never a good position as a Zerg player to be behind in economy.
And behind in supply.
Yes, that is the worst case scenario. He has no gas. That's the biggest problem. He's once again relying on Zerglings, but with +3/+3 finishing for his opponent, this is going to be tough. Of course, he's going to be on the same amount of upgrades, but he does not have Medivacs.
And he doesn't have that many units. Here we go. Scanning here, taking out some more of the tumors. Boom, cancels. And these Broodlords are here. They're a little bit exposed right now. Polt does not want to go up that ramp, though. Not with the amount of Banelings at the top. He has so many units here, but he still doesn't really have the ability to engage just yet. Scanning, killing some more tumors, though. He may actually be able to start putting some drop play on. Oh. Well,
so close.
Oh, nice control by Hyun, actually. Really nice.
Yep, he's saving quite a few of those Marines and losing all of them.
There's 2 Thors in the mix as well, which I like. And he is completely cleaning up the tumor. There's hardly an alien left on the map anymore.
This is basically just a rat now.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a body anymore. But we have 2 additional bases for Polt, and he's getting so many command centers now so that he can trade SCVs with mules. He's way ahead now of Hyun. Hyun with a scary composition, but Polt has the answer.
Yep.
So many starports.
So many.
3 in total.
High-sec auto-tracking, building armor. He may start some tech labs on these starports, start making some Ravens as well. The economy of Hyun, even though he has a big mineral bank, is not allowing him to produce the gas units he needs.
He needs more gas, exactly. So he needs the 4th base. Relying on the 3 bases 20 minutes into the game is not something that you're comfortable with. You will run out of resources very soon. Gas is the problem, as we said. Minerals, that's the one thing that he has. I bet he would be happy if he could trade some minerals for gas, but he can't. Oh, perfect position for the Vikings. Good bundles, but well spread by Polt. And he's taking down the Broodlords 1 by 1. Also, of course, the Thor is dealing a lot of damage here to the air units.
Yeah, and even though he's taking out a lot of these Vikings with bungles, the bungles are not hitting Marines, and the Marines are ripping through here. This may be the end of Hyun in Game 1, as he's just losing so much here.
He's losing quite a bit, you're right. 170 supply for Polt, and a huge bank with 2,000 floating. 114, there's the GG as Hyun leaves game number 1. Polt just being too strong. The Terran player is able to secure himself a win in the first game.
Yeah, looking really good throughout the late game there. There were some moments in the mid game where Hyun seemed to have control. His creep spread was insane.
It was actually really funny to see just Polt's hair. Yeah, it's like, yeah, we don't have a shot of his Polt, but we can show you his hair.
It's kind of a subtle reminder that Polt is not one of the types to alter his hair like Hyun. This is actually a battle of hair in some ways. In that,
no, it isn't.
In that, well, Polt has the traditional style, whereas Hyun is really one of the guys who goes for the stylish way. Both are acceptable, but Hyun is trying to be a little bit more fashionable here, although he is letting this color come back.
I can't believe that with a simple thing as hair, you always find an opening to start.
I can.
Yeah, I'm impressed. It's a skill. It's not a bug, it's a feature.
자, 어느 순간부터 최성 선수의 병력이 센터까지 진출한 이후에는 뭔가 매끄럽지
Right now,
않은
Gisato's hair is altered by his headset so much that it almost looks like a toupee.
What about Puppy Eye Guy?
Puppy Eye Guy, he's got this hair that really, like, he's got the bangs that aren't bangs. You know, they kind of are, they're creeping over his face a little bit, but I don't remember the name of this type of hairstyle right now, but I think he looks good. It really suits his face.
He's adorable.
He is adorable. That is a good way to put it. He's got his hair kind of parted to the side a little bit, but because it's so uniform, it's hard to see that. But if you look just ever so closely, you can see it's pushed towards the right side of his face, which is actually kind of the same way that my hair goes a little bit.
By the way, talking about the race distribution for the people who were able to qualify so far, 7 Zerg, 5 Terran, and 2 Protoss. The chances are that another Terran is going to qualify. That would be 7 Zerg, 6 Terran, and 2 Protoss. That would put us